could Sony have a really big win on their hand? Well, turns out they might, because Nic Cage is indeed coming to the live-action version of SpiderMan Noir. So let's take a couple minutes to break down the full-on announcement, where it's from, and what this SpiderMan Noir series could look like. Now before we do that though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently, so you are in the know. Well, this is some pretty big news, and it looks like Sony might be on the right track with one of their upcoming Amazon Prime series. Now, as many of you know, Sony is setting up a couple of live-action Spider-Man series to show up on Amazon Prime. Now, this won't include Peter Parker, but so far we know we are getting a Silk and a Spider-Man Noir series. Now, way back in 2018, Nic Cage lent his voice to play Spider-Man Noir in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it was super well received by fans. Now, earlier today, we got an update from Variety, and apparently the series will debut in the US on MGM's linear channel before launching globally on Amazon Prime. And with that, they finally confirmed the rumor surrounding Nic Cage. Now, in that announcement, Vernon Sanders, who's head of television for Amazon MGM Studios, said that, and I quote, "They're expanding the Marvel Universe with Noir. It is a uniquely special opportunity, and we are honored to bring the series to our global Prime Video customers." The extremely talented Nic Cage is an ideal choice for our new superhero, and the accomplished producing team with Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, Amy Pascal, and the incredible team at Sony is dedicated to expanding this franchise in the most authentic way. So it sounds like, as of right now, the original Lord and Miller team, along with Nic Cage, are absolutely on board, and I think minus Amy Pascal, all these components set it up for a win. Now, we don't know if Nic Cage is playing a Peter Parker variant in the series, but the logline of the series tells the story, quote, of an aging and down-on-his-luck private investigator in the 1930s New York, who is forced to grapple with his past life as the city's one and only superhero. Now, I'm not terribly familiar with the comics, but I do know this does align pretty well with the version we got in Into the Spider-Verse, and having a name like Nic Cage attached to the series is only a huge win. I suspect since Lord and Miller are working on this series, what we got in Into the Spider-Verse from Noir is probably very likely what we'll see in the series. We got little peeks into his world. Not a lot, but I think it was enough to get an idea of what to expect. The big question to me, though, is if it will be in black and white. Given the nature of the character and how he manifested in the animated movie, I think that would be an excellent touch. But more than likely, that might be something hard to get executive sign-off on, especially if it's a good idea and it's going to somebody in the brass at Sony, so I wouldn't get too hopeful for that. Now, we do have a couple of other details, and as was previously reported, Oren Uziel and Stephen Lightfoot, who worked on Mortal Kombat and The Punisher, are co-showrunners, and the series, once again, is being developed with Lord and Miller, who will executive produce the series. I think this is pretty awesome news for Sony and for fans. Sony's had some pretty major struggles in recent years, and even though Venom has done okay with fans and at the theaters, Morbius and Madam Web were utter flops. Now, Spider-Man 4 is currently in the works, but that is a Marvel Studios production, so they're not too involved on the creative side. Like we said earlier, Noir is the second live-action series in the works, with the other one being Angela Kang's Silk Spider Society. But to be fair, we've gotten hardly no movement on that, and it doesn't have a lead star, so I highly suspect we might see Nic Cage suited up long before Silk comes to life. We currently don't have any release information on the series. It's too early in development. We are going to keep a really close eye on it. Nic Cage is a huge win and definitely an attention grabber. I think this series with Lord and Miller has some serious potential, and hopefully this marks a huge turnaround in some of Sony's efforts because it has all the pieces to be great. But we're going to have to wait and see.